This video would describe the cross-country and track program in which the user can create hypothetical results based on unique times. In this scenario, I'm a track and cross-country coach that is wanting to review old races in order to determine where my runners could improve or where the training needs to improve. In this scenario, I'm going to look at the cross-country results, and then I am prompted to choose a distance, and in this case I want to look at the 5K. And depending on the race distance, I'm prompted with different levels of athletes that have raced that distance of a race. So for the 5K, I have an option of varsity girls and varsity boys. So I'm going to pick varsity girls. And depending on the level, different races come up. And in this case, I will pick cross country too. And then the user is shown the total school points with 5 or more runners total, and only the points for the top 5 runners. And in this case, only 2 schools have 5 or more runners, and they are tied. So then the user is asked if they would like to create hypothetical results, and they do. In this case, we do. And if we want to change a runner, we do it based on their placement. So if we want to change number 9, we type in 9, and their original time is 21:45 for 9th place. And if we want to move them up to 3rd place, it has to be faster than the current 3rd place. So in this case, it has to be faster than 19:59. So we can do 19:58. And then they will be moved up to the 3rd place spot. And then the users asked if they would like to create more hypothetical results or if they're done. In this case, we have finished because we have seen where we lack the points or where we gain the points. And if the user would like, if the coach would like to look at track and field, they can do the same thing with the choose a sport, choose a distance, choose a level depending on the distance, and then choosing the race depending on the level. And they will be prompted with the points of each school based on the top 8 instead of 5 overall, and then wherever their runners are overall. And if they would like to create hypothetical results, it's the same thing as the previous code, where they're asked who they would like to change. They could change whomever they'd like, and then enter a new time depending on the race, of course. And it will resort the runners in order to create the hypothetical results. And if the user decides to they would like to look at the track and field, but they accidentally input the wrong value, they will be prompted to choose a valid option, and from then on they can choose their distances and race as usual. If the user would like to see the user interface, they know to go to the main program, and from there they can click in the same order the sport, their distance, the meet, and the level. And depending on what they pick, they're prompted to decide whether they would like to create hypothetical results or not. And if they click yes, it is the same method as before, where they are asked who they would like to change. They can enter a new time, and then the race is altered to where they can decide if they lack or gain points. Somewhere where I think that this could improve is having the user know what they're picking instead of just assuming that they know. For example, should pick a sport instead of simply just having the sports. And then another thing where it can improve is the fact that it switches from multiple different interfaces instead of all in one. If it was all in one, I feel like it would be a lot simpler to use and a lot less packed. And then for the fully typed version, I feel where somewhere where it could improve is in the hypothetical results. If the user types in a runner that doesn't exist, for example, this race ends at 15. If the user types in 16, they are not told that that runner does not exist. And if they input a time for a runner, it does not do anything, but the runner is not, or the user is not told that. And I feel like if the user is told that the runner does not exist, they would have an easier time figuring out why their hypothetical results are not working.